What's up? What's up? What's up? Social media, what's going on? YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, all the platforms that I'm going to share this video in. This is my first reaction video. Um, I, I'm James Quattro, real estate mogul in the making, and this channel is the Real Estate Mogul Life, where I share information on how to increase your mindset, business, banking, and real estate skills, and enhance your chances and opportunities as a real estate investor, entrepreneur. So, like I said before, this is my first reaction video, and the video I'm reacting to is the EYL interview with Yo Gotti. Now, Yo Gotti is one of my favorite down south rappers, and he reminds me of 50 Cent. And the reason why I like him so much is because, not because of the hip hop music and how they made a stamp on, they made their stamp in regards to hip hop, but their business mind. One, that's one thing that they both have in common is that they don't drink, as far as like get wasted, get throwed. So that tells me a lot about somebody in the entertainment industry who's about their business. So with that said, I'm gonna give you 9 reasons that I came up with, 9 lessons from this interview that I've learned, and I'm gonna start with number 1. So the first lesson that I learned from Yo Gotti is that you need a roadmap. A lot of times when you are an entrepreneur or you're trying to hop into a new venture, you are everywhere. Your mind is thinking 100 miles an hour, and sometimes you're everywhere. So the best suggestion for this, the lesson that I learned from this, is that you need a roadmap, meaning you need a business plan. No matter what you're doing, you need a plan to fall back on when you go off track, because you're going to go off track, and sometimes it's meant to go off track to run into the opportunity, but that plan is there to keep you on track to the goal that you set in place. So it's very important that you have a roadmap. Number 2, you need a team. Now, as you know, here's another relationship or similarity in regards to someone who's in real estate. Let's just say a real estate agent like myself, and let's say a rapper like a Jay-Z or Yo Gotti. He's the only rapper on stage, so to speak. But you know what? He has a team. He has a team full of people that will promote business, marketing, promotions, social media. Has a whole team. When you watch this interview, listen to what he says about when he brings the artist on. What does he support his artists with? A team. If you're a realtor, real estate agent, or even developer, you need a squad. You need a team that could bring through, come through with their skills and their know-how in order to rock with you. So, like I said, you need a team to be successful. Now, people may look at this and say, "Oh, he's a solo agent. Is he really?" Or a solo entrepreneur. Are they really? Nah, because 9 times out of 10, they got a family, they got a wife, they have a husband. People are supporting them in different roles that you cannot see. They're in the background holding it down. So you're gonna always need a team to rock with you to get things off the ground. So remember that. Gotta get a team. Number 3, stop complaining. And as an entrepreneur, there's going to be a million things that will go wrong. A million things that will go wrong. It's going to always something. It's going to always be something that's going to be there that's going to go wrong, and either you're going to talk about it or be about it, or change or pivot. And this, being an entrepreneur, you got to learn how to pivot a lot. If you can't pivot, well, you might as well just hang it up, because business is up and down. It's a cycle, and you got to be able to pivot in this game that we call entrepreneurship, real estate, sports. Sports, prime example. There's a reason why you allow a 2 steps and you're allowed to pivot in basketball, because you got to be able to move and make changes to still throw somebody off and staying in one spot. But pivoting in business, like he referred to in the video, or in the interview, with the change between CDs into streaming, you got to be able to pivot. You got to find out where is your where are you making money, how are you making money, and being able to adjust. 360 deals. He talks about it in the video. You got somebody fronting you all the money to do what you got to do, or you're doing it yourself. So in today's time frame, with everything at your fingertips, being able to take off and do things on your own, you're able to pivot. Nowadays, you don't need to fall back on an employer and be an employee. Nowadays, you could be an Uber driver and make $120,000 a year on your own. You do not have to depend on somebody else to cut you a check or give you that bread, or say, hey, it's time to go to lunch, or come back from lunch. So with that said, like I said, that that was number 3. Stop complaining and just keep pushing. No excuses. Lesson number 4. Always study the big dogs. Always study the person that you want to be like, or be like. Basically, just study that person. If you're a real estate agent and you're trying to be a multi-millionaire, you should go to my website, therealestatemogul.life, and pick up the book, $1 Million Real Estate Agent. Nice little shameless plug there. Like I was saying, if you want to be the big dog, you got to study the big dogs. You got to study the people. You got to study the people that are doing and making all that money in your craft, in your field, and do what they do. Basically, you got to study and move how they move, and watch the way they move, because the way they move could be the way you should be moving to make that bread, or to make that dollar that you're looking for. Real estate sales, music sales, being a professional athlete. There's always somebody in that field that's doing something similar to what you want to do. So always study the big dogs. Lesson number 5. Know your craft. No matter what you're doing, you got to know your craft. In the game of real estate, getting your license, there's one thing to take the license and to take the test to get your license. You got to know you got to know the information in that book to pass. Even though you're not going to use 90% of it. But the thing is, when you know what you know, you make the right decisions. Know your craft. Always know your craft. If you don't know your craft, you don't know what you're doing, all you got is heart after that. And you got to be able to know your craft so you don't be incompetent. Always know your craft. Lesson number 6. Your relationships. You got to have good relationships to rock with people. You got to understand that your relationships could be the thing that make you or break you. You got a squad, you got a team with you, and you're doing deals. They may be, the people that's running with you, they may be handling a certain part of the transaction or the deal, and let's just say they mess up. Now, what you don't want to do, you do not want to correct them in front of a whole group of people. That's your dog. You got that person's back, but behind closed door, you let that person know, that wasn't right. This is not how I'm trying to move. You gotta change up. It's in the relationships that you gotta be able to give that person the truth about what's going on, but you don't give them the truth in such a way that you're condescending, because you lose a partner like that. You don't want to do that. Lesson number 7. Know your audience. Know who you're going after, because if you don't know who you're going after, you're running like a dog or a chicken with his head cut off. Chasing after your own tail like a dog. You don't want to do that. So when you know your audience, you know how to market, promote, and give them what they need. You know where they're going, and you know where they came from, so you can itemize your marketing efforts to get to your audience. Always know your audience. Lesson number 8. Always be ready. ABC. Always be closing. Always put yourself in a position to be closing. Always know, like I said again, like previously, know your craft. Be in a position to close. Be ready to present yourself. Create a pitch, a short elevator pitch, because you never know. You might meet that millionaire one day in an elevator or at an event, and they may want to sell their house. They may, when you have your pitch ready and you know what to say and how to say it, when to say it, and that person that they want you to sell their house, and they say, "Hey, why should I hire you?" When you have your pitch ready, your elevator pitch, and packed down, you got your business cards or your card on your phone. When you're ready, you'll be able to get that deal and lock it in and close. Always be ready. And lesson number 9, number of completion. Adjustments. This goes back to being able to pivot. Always make adjustments. You're going to have to be able to make adjustments all the time, because if you can't, you're going to lose, going to be back in the wind, and you won't be able to adjust and evolve. When you make your adjustments and you make your calculated adjustments, you make the next best move to go to the next stage. Always make your adjustments and be aware of your adjustments. And that's about it. 9 lessons in the game of real estate entrepreneurship. I gave you those 9 lessons. Leave a comment below, like, share, and comment. My first reaction video. There will be plenty more. My next reaction video, I will share that later on one of my pages. So if you like what you heard, like more options to want to learn more about real estate, just go to my link in my bio and click on that link, schedule a consultation, and I will hook you up with the information that I know. So with that said, I'm signing off. This is James Quattro, real estate mogul, the real estate mogul.life. Go check that website out. I'm here to foster the skills that enhance your mindset, business, and real estate skills in the game of real estate. Signing off. Peace.